Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim from Maniac Sports. Uh, Welcome everybody. I just had to show you the old Detroit Lions on the prowl stuff that I had. I take that off there right now, but yeah, that was the original logo that Detroit Lions had on the prowl had when me and Jim Bordeaux started it way back when. Of course, we know there's a new logo now, but just wanted to share that with you. How's everybody doing? How was your football today? Uh, One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to try to recap the. I'm going to try to just give you the scores of the games that happened. Maybe give you a little bit of thoughts. The only game that I really had time to watch closely was the Detroit Lions games. I had to get out of the house. I was, just to really chill out. But Lions, they'll live to fight another game. To me, the better team lost this game due to bad decisions by their head coach, um, also due to injuries. But with that, I mean, I'm not making an excuse. Um, Congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings. You won. I'm not going to say you didn't deserve that victory because you did win. You beat the Lions, and now you are in control of the NFC North, winning all tiebreakers because you are the only ones that has beaten two um, divisional opponents this year so far. But the fight isn't over yet. The Lions are not dead yet. Neither are the Packers. Neither are the Bears. So, in saying that, uh, Lions just need to regroup. Better decisions need to be made. And let's just hope the Lions can go ahead and really, really just make some changes. Um, let it let it grow because uh, they just gotta keep getting better and better each week. Um, man, the injury bug though, man, that injury bug has really, really hurt Detroit. They have it has hurt Detroit a lot. That injury bug. So, but it's something that Detroit always deals with. It is. Detroit always has to deal with the injury bug. So it's just something that goes on, and you wonder why, but it just happens. Um, so hello, hello, welcome. This is Maniac. So okay, I don't know who is ever in my chat. I want to thank you. I do know that you are watching me via Maniac Sports Twitch. I want to thank you guys for coming. If you have any comment, please make sure you leave it in the chat. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over and give you guys the scores, and I also want to give you guys the standings of how things are right now. Of course, the only thing this week that can change in the standings will be the AFC East because that game is yet to be, one of those major games is yet to be decided tomorrow on Monday Night Football. So that's definitely going to be affect the standings that is to come. So, but as they stand right now, all right. Well, first of all, we'll go over Dallas plays the New York Giants tomorrow, Monday Night Football. The 1-1 Giants or the 1-1 Dallas Cowboys will face at Giant at the New York Giants will face the 2-0 New York Giants. Of course, on Thursday night, the Steelers lost to the Cleveland Browns by a score of 17-29. Um, Today, in football. The Houston Texans lost to the Chicago Bears, where Chicago was supposed to be the team that is supposed to be real lousy this year, but somebody didn't tell them that because they already have 2 wins this season. They were able to bounce back and beat the, after the humiliating loss last week to the Green Bay Packers, they were able to bounce back and beat the Houston Texans. Okay, you have Tennessee. Well, you have the winners, Las Vegas Raiders, uh, lost to the Tennessee Titans. You know, by a score of 22-24. Kansas City lost to the Indianapolis Colts, 17-20. A shocker to most everybody, except probably the Miami Dolphins, and where the head coach or where the offensive coordinators just had a fit once um, the Bills lost to the Miami Dolphins to the uh, 0-3 Miami Dolphins this year. To the Tua and Josh Allen battle begun, and it was basically a 2 point conversion that decided that, a missed 2 point conversion that decided that. Also with the Las Vegas Raiders, that Las Vegas Tennessee game, missed 2 point conversion decided that game too. So um, then we have, of course, we all know that the Lions went ahead and dropped one to Minnesota, but Lions got 24, Minnesota got 28. That was at US Bank Stadium. Okay, and then the Ravens were able to handle the Baltimore Ravens were able to handle the New England Patriots at New England by a score of 37-26. Cincinnati Bengals topped the New York Jets by a score of 27-12. Philadelphia right now is in sole possession of first place with a 0-3 record. They beat the Washington Commanders by a commanding score of 24-8. New England Saints are not finding very much to celebrate because they also lost to the Carolina Panthers with the score of 14-22. Jacksonville was able to easily handle the Los Angeles Chargers, by a score of 38-10. Where the Los Angeles Rams also beat their arch rivals 20-12 at Arizona Cardinals. The Atlanta Falcons were able to beat the Seattle Seahawks by a score of 27-23. Another 2 point conversion was at least a missed one at the end of the game. Was Green Bay was able to top Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a score of 14-12. Brady was able to go ahead and get the touchdown, but unable to get the 2 point conversion, which cost them the game. This score kind of seems more like a baseball, well, kind of like what could be a high-hitting baseball score. It was the last game of Sunday was the San Francisco 49ers dropped one to the Denver Broncos by a score of 10-11. That's really an odd score in football, but it is what it is, and it's not going to get any different. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to recap on how the standings are in each division as of right now. I am going to check and see if I got any comments yet. I do not. But, hey, I got 2 viewers. That's good. I want to thank you guys for viewing. Anybody who's here, I I want to thank you. I appreciate it. Um, Tell your friends. Anybody who wants to interact with me, go ahead. You guys are more than welcome to be on my stream. I had my second guest on my stream, Rashawn, earlier before the game this morning. He was a Raider fan, and he was able, to go ahead and talk about his team. So in Maniac Sports, this is more than about the Detroit Lions. It is about all sports, and I don't care who we are. If you want to talk up your team, if you want to go ahead and be on my show and talk about your sports team, go right ahead. I will have you as a guest. We just got to get you hooked up in a link. I can take up to 10 people at a time. Also, on Saturdays, I'm looking to build the Maniac Squad, which will be every Saturday at 11. But it will not happen this week because I'm going to be busy all day this Saturday. Plans will not happen. So this coming Saturday, I will not have it, and I don't have anybody to take over yet when I'm done. Once we get going, there will be somebody that will at least be able to handle the stream if I'm on vacation or something about it. But getting back to the show, I want to go back over the standings. The standings as they set right now. Okay, we're going to go over the AFC first. Okay, the AFC is led with 3 wins, 0 losses, 0 tie by the Miami Dolphins. Okay, this was actually probably one of the games of the week because you have a divisional. They went against a divisional foe, and of course they were able to beat the team that's right behind them in the AFC East, which is the Buffalo Bills, who dropped one to Miami. So they are now currently at 2 wins, 1 loss, followed by the Jets, who is 1 win, 2 losses. And then you have, last but not least, the New England Patriots. Oh, how they have fallen since Tom Brady left. Oh, well. Belichick, who was it? Belichick or was it Brady that made that team? Well, it's looking like it was probably Brady. He may have bought out the best in Belichick, or Belichick may have brought out the best in Brady, but the New England Patriots have not been the same since Brady has left. Okay, moving on to the AFC North. AFC North, we have the Cleveland Browns with a 2 win, 1 loss record, followed by the Baltimore. It's actually a tie. It's because if you look at the winning percent, so they are tied with Baltimore Ravens, both 1 win, 1 loss. Then you have the Pittsburgh Steelers with 1 win, 2 losses, and then you have the Cincinnati Bengals with 1 win, 2 losses. So there you have it on those 2 teams, those 2 divisions. AFC South. AFC South is led by last year's number 1 draft pick selection, because you have the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have won 2 games. They only lost 1 game this year, so they head off the AFC South with 2 wins, 1 losses. Indianapolis Colts, now they have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie, so they're 1-1-1. Okay, followed by Tennessee with Tennessee Titans, which are 1 win, 2 losses. And then you have the lowly Houston team that are 0 win, 2 losses, 1 tie. So last but not least, in the AFC, you have the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 2 wins, 1 loss. They are also tied with the Denver Broncos with 2 wins, 1 loss. Um, the LA Chargers have 1 win, 2 losses. And then you have the lowly Las Vegas Raiders that are at the bottom of the division with 0 wins, 3 losses, no ties. And that is it for the AFC. Now we will take a look at the NFC standings. And like I say, these standings are going to change in the AFC East depending on who wins tomorrow. But as of right now, in the lead by half a game is the uh, the perfect Philadelphia Eagles with 3 wins, 0 losses for the season. You have them followed by the New York Giants, which is 2 wins, 0 losses. Then you have Dallas, which is 1 win, 1 loss. And those two, the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, will play tomorrow in New York to decide and change what standings we have right now. Uh, then, of course, the lowly Washington Commanders used to be Redskins, used to be Washington football team. The team with a identity crisis, I guess you'll say. But the Redskins were forced out from them. But to some of their fans, the Redskins will always be their name. Uh, okay. Then you have the NFC North. Oh, God, the NFC North. My goodness gracious. So you have leading the pack of it all. It's not the Packers. It is the Minnesota Vikings. Now, why is the Minnesota Vikings ahead and leading the Green Bay Packers? It's because they have won 2 divisional games. One of them that they beat already was the Green Bay Packers the first week of the season. Then the third week of the season, they beat the Detroit Lions. So that's why, even though with 2 wins, 1 loss, they are because they hold the tiebreaker. Green Bay would hold the tiebreaker over, uh, because they have 2 wins, 1 loss, would hold the tiebreaker over Chicago because, of course, Green Bay beat Chicago last week. Chicago also has 2 wins, 1 loss. And then you have at the basement of the NFC North, due to bad decisions, in my part, by their head coach, Dan Campbell, in both games that they lost. You have 1 win, 2 losses by the Detroit Lions. So Detroit Lions only have 1 win. All right, moving to the NFC South. Okay, the NFC South is Tampa Bay leads it by 1 game over Carolina because they have won 2 games, 1 loss. Carolina has 1 win, 2 losses. New Orleans has 1 win, 2 losses, and Atlanta has 1 win, 2 losses. So basically, they are all basically tied for second, but tiebreakers and stuff like that. I'm not sure as far as on how that all works, but I just wanted to give you the skinny on that. Okay, and last we have the NFC West. NFC West is led by the LA Rams. LA Rams, of course, are last year's Super Bowl champions. Starting quarterback is Matthew Stafford. You also have Cooper Kupp, which is receiver, and then you have Aaron Donald, which is a sack master in itself. And congratulations for Aaron Donald for setting a record today. Okay, then you have the San Francisco 49ers, who are, 1 win, 2 losses. Arizona Cardinals, 1 win, 2 losses. And the Seattle Seahawks, 1 win, 2 losses. And that concludes the standings as they are right now. So I'm going to go back and see if we have any questions. We do not have any questions right now. Okay. So what's going on with everybody? I just hope your teams did good. I hope you guys um, enjoyed the games. Uh, Feel free to give me your thoughts on the game. Enjoy the games. Uh, Feel free to give me your. Sorry about the back. Sorry about the back background noise there. I was just checking something out. So, okay, I have 2 viewers right now. Whoever's on Twitch, I would really like you to message me. It would be great to say hi. But any of your and anybody who's on my YouTube channel, also go ahead and anybody who subscribes to Twitch, anybody who is also listening to me on my Facebook page, please make sure that you guys like and subscribe to not only Twitch. Twitch is Maniac Sports, Twitch TV. You can follow me there. Also, go ahead to Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube channel. And of course, I have my Facebook group. I also have my Facebook page. My Facebook group is Maniac Sports. So please check that out. And like once again, I said anybody who wants to be on my broadcast, I will definitely let you guys in. I also want to thank Tristan, which is a friend of the channel, which has helped me out greatly. He has posted a lot of videos for me earlier in the stream, and he's a good friend. I, of course, a great friend. But I also want you guys to check out Baby G when he's streaming on Twitch, because Baby G is a real good friend of mine. Go ahead and follow him on Twitch. Don't forget to follow Detroit Lions on the Prowl. I'm co-founder of that, and also any Lions fans want to go ahead and interact with any of your content creators, make sure that you guys go to the home that Herman Moore created, which is Lions Nation Unite. You'll see Detroit Lions on the Prowl there. You will see Micro Mike there. You will see Dosa Dion. You will see Everything King on there. You will see Lions Mane on there. You will see all kinds of content creators. This is a hot spot. You will see Smoking Jeremy be there. I think you also see David Pike there. Some of these are verified. They are actually part of the stream, part of the community in there. Anybody who wants to chat with anybody from Detroit Lions on the Prowl, most of our members, I know Kurt Steele, the Queen of the Prowl, Val, and myself are also on the game day chats. Every once in a while, you will see Coach Mike. You will also see Terrence, LL Cool Terrence, on there every once in a while. So just stop by on our game day chats. And this year it's really easy because our game day chats are always during the Lions game. So it may go on. It may start hour before the Lions games, but the Lions games are all on at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. So depending on what time zone, you need to adjust the o'clock by then. Also, ladies, make sure that you guys are checking out the Lioness Lair that appears live each week on at 8 o'clock, each Sunday at 8 o'clock on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. And this is a group uh, that is a place for women to go ahead and hang out. Detroit Women's Lions fan. They also had this week, if you and you guys can also catch old episodes, replay episodes on YouTube from the Lioness Lair, which is part of Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Remember, anybody who wants to, anybody who's going to the Chicago Bears Detroit Lions game on New Year's Day, you will be able to see a tribute to my best friend who passed away, my co-founder of Detroit Lions on the Prowl. His wife, I, and his other best friend Vince will be there live watching, and there will be a tribute on the big screen. So please, we would enjoy having you guys come. All right. Now come that. Okay, well, so is there any questions, anybody at all? Any questions for me? What, you know, sometimes I get sick of hearing myself talk too, but, Grandizer 12, he's been a great friend, and I want to thank him for all the stuff that he has done for my show. He has really did a lot. He's not here right now. I'm sure he's probably getting some rest after a long day of football. And I know he works 2 jobs. He's very well. He's also interacts with a lot of content creators. And he is a Miami Dolphins fan. But he's kind of like a transplanted Lion fan too. I mean, he loves football. So I know that as far as his team won this week, well, his team has won every game this year. So is Miami the real deal? Does Miami have what it takes to bring to go ahead and enter the playoffs, to go ahead and be a contender? As has Tua, is he the next quarterback to go ahead and bring the AFC to a? It's really too early to tell, but right now they're 3 wins, 0 losses, so it's possible. It's very possible. I see I got somebody listening to me on my Facebook. Welcome to my stream. I want to thank you, whoever you are. Feel free to leave a message. Remember, in order for me to see your name, remember, in order to see your name, you do need to give StreamYard permission. But Facebook users, Miami's looks good today. For sure, the Dolphins do look good. They look good today. They also had a great comeback victory last week too. So and they won their first game. So they're one of the few undefeated teams in the league. Of course, we know Philadelphia is also undefeated, but as far as for AFC teams, they're one of the few that's still undefeated. So Miami looked good. So what's next for the Lions? Okay, Lions, they have Seattle Seahawks. Okay, Seattle is not the same without Russell Wilson there. Uh, the Lions really need this victory. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and look up the games for next week. All right. And then we will go over some of the games for next week. Oh, cool. I got 3 people right now. 2 on Maniac Sports. Yeah, what's good? What's good? Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the ball games. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the NFL today. Um, it's something, it was really something to see. I mean, the Lions held in there to the bitter end, but they came up at the wrong end of the win-loss, in my opinion. They should have won the game. They could have won the game, but unfortunately, they did not win the game. Uh, it was definitely you seen the confidence build. Yeah, it was nice. Detroit should went for it on 4th and 4. Hell yeah, they should have went for it on 4th and 4. That was, I mean, I don't have any idea why they did it. I mean, they were going for that stuff earlier. Why did they? Why didn't they go for it on 4th and 4? And also, why, that one time when it was 4th and 1. Okay, not the second, not the second to last time, but the third to last time. When it was 4th and 1, they go ahead and throw a deep pass when you only needed 1 yard to get a first down. That would have been the game there too. So, then the next 4th down, they go ahead and they try to run. The guy runs right into the defender, and he loses it. So, I mean, there was a lot of mental errors too. Tracy Walker going down just adds to the injury bug that the Lions get every year, sadly. It is, I don't know why, but for some reason, the Lions get that injury bug that just goes ahead and just their kicker aired it off. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now their kicker is not a Jason Hanson, a Prater, or Eddie Murray. The kicker does not have the range that they needed. So why in the world would you, when they kicked that last field goal, why would you go ahead and trust your field goal kicker, which missed one earlier and has never made it from that far? Plus it wouldn't ensure the victory. Hell no, he's not. That's why they should have ran it. Yeah, exactly. And hindsight, even Dan Campbell admits, what was he thinking? But hindsight, it's too late. It is too late. You already messed up. You already lost the game. This could have been a W. But no, it ends up being an L. Because you goofed up. You picked the wrong play. You did it. I mean, yeah, last year I gave Dan passes. He didn't have the team. But to me, the more talented team, the better team lost the game because of coaching errors. More than anything. Bad play calling. Run the ball when you have 1 yard. Yeah, I know they were trying to go ahead and trick, and they thought they could, get that quick touchdown. but still, it was fourth down. You have one shot. That was kind of like, that was as bad as when, if you look at it, when in the second Super Bowl that the Seattle Seahawks went when they went back to back. That was as bad as the when you try to throw it into the end zone instead of running the ball when you have the best rusher around. That was that type of mistake that was made. So it is what it is, and shoot. But yeah, I want to thank you for Facebook user. I want to thank you for commenting on my show. If you type your name, I will give you credit by name because I cannot see your name. Uh, I don't know if these all were from the same Facebook user or were different ones. But thank you very much for interacting. All right, Main X Sports. Okay, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at who's playing next week. The NFL. Oh shoot. Let's see. Okay. All right. Oh, and then I typed it. I typed it. Sorry, please bear with me. All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay. So, waiting for it to load up. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna go back to here. So what's everybody? Who is in? Everybody in the chat, is their team the Lions, or is there other teams that are represented in here, other than the Detroit Lions? I see I have 2 viewers on my main X Sports, 1 viewer on Facebook. Also, Facebook user, if you want to, please look up Tim's Maniac Sports. Sign up for my YouTube channel. Best to go ahead and Google it and also if you're a Twitch user, follow me on Twitch too. Okay. All right. I love the Chiefs myself, but they came up short. Yes, they did. Surprisingly, the Chiefs. Who do the Chiefs play next week? Oh yeah, and also remember, post who you think you guys' maniac player of the week will be. Now this is open to all NFL teams, week by week. You can even backdate your pick for the first, for all 3 weeks right now. They just need to be somebody who has really bought out, who has really showed up. They can't be somebody that just did a lot of. Okay. So it's going to be a rematch of one of our former Super Bowls, which they'll play Tom Brady. Both teams lost today. Wow. So that's going to be something to see them both perform and play each other. Uh, so how long have you been a Chiefs fan? Okay, now I've been a Lion fan for since I was probably about 16 years old. Started watching football late because my father and mother was divorced, and I never met my father. So not that I was raised badly by my mom, but my mom was not into sports, so I really didn't start watching the Lions until much later in life. Uh, that's just how it happened. I gotta take a real quick. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, since they got Mahomes. All right, yeah, Patrick Mahomes. He's. Yeah. Aren't you glad that Chicago passed up on him? Because Chicago could have had him, but they took Trubisky instead. By the way, did you see that I did post the story on my Maniac Sports page about your relative? Oh boy. And anybody who wants to look at it, please feel free. And it is, I'll warn you, it is a story that will bring tears to your eyes. Hey, no problem. Thank you for sharing it with me. I really appreciate it. Now, uh, you're also not only are you a well, I know three teams that you like. All right, now, so you are a Kansas City fan, you are a Dallas fan, and you are a Detroit fan. So, which game are you going to? Let's tell our audience that. I mean, I know. Uh, well, she will be at the Dallas Detroit game live this year. Yeah, Dallas Detroit game live this year in Dallas. And I'll tell you, those tickets are not cheap. Jerry Jones is out to make the money so that he can pay his players. So congratulations. I do gotta hope that the Lions win, even though it's at Dallas. But we'll see. I mean, Dallas is definitely a team to a team to be reckoned with, even with Dex Prescott back or out, because Dak, I mean, they're, but we'll see if they can go. You know, we will see what they do. Tomorrow too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But yeah, this is going to be your first NFL experience. I mean, that's something. I know you have been to Michigan games, college games before. I just hope you have fun, enjoy, and actually bring out the maniac in you, because that's one thing. Whether it be good or bad, at football is in sporting events in general, you can bring out the maniac because hey, sometimes in fun ways, sometimes in not so fun ways. Especially when those zebras, those referees go ahead and snatch the victory and put you into defeat That's not fun. But when your team goes ahead and actually sacks that quarterback or gets that last minute touchdown, hell, that's fun. That brings out the maniac in you in a good way. I promise I'm making the jumbotron. I believe you will. Uh, I definitely believe you will. Yeah, and I mean, I'll tell you what. In order to make that jumbotron, you're going to really need to bring out the maniac. and I know you love to have fun. I know that. So you're just going to be hooting, hollering, and shouting, and you're going to bring that attention to you. So you will make it on that jumbotron. Definitely, 100% for sure. Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you, that's one thing that Dallas had to make sure they had bigger than Detroit, because I remember when they built that new stadium, uh, they had to get special permission for their jumbotron because it was bigger than what the NFL rules allowed at the time. But that's the way Jerry Jones is. I mean, he has been a staple in as far as change for the NFL for years. I mean, he has been. I mean, in order to sign Deion Sanders and get within the salary cap, he went ahead and petitioned the NFL to change the salary cap rules. And if memory serves right, that was how come you were able to on your signing bonus go ahead and break that up to the intervals as far as how your signing bonuses would count against cap, because I think before that they used to all count as 1 year, but once Jerry Jones went ahead and basically forced it down the NFL throats, uh, he was able to change it. So he's a powerful owner, a powerful voice in the NFL, and he doesn't do anything quietly, because another thing about Texas is they're known as liking their steaks big, but they're known as loving their football. So they're going to go ahead and control the team the best they can, the league the best they can. Uh, but every year, Jerry Jones is trying to make that Super Bowl, trying to make his team better. Uh, you can't blame him for that. It's been a few years. It's been a while. You know, it's been since the '90s, but hey, they have what I think 6 Super Bowl rings now. I don't know if it's 6 or 7, but I know they have a lot. Heck, a lot. They have more than Green Bay does. They have more than. Oh, Pittsburgh has a lot too. And of course, the Patriots have a lot. But the Patriots have one less ring than what Brady does, because Brady got one one ring with, of course, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So, so who's to you? Who is your biggest rivalry team? I mean, who is that you just hate to lose to? I mean, I know me. It's anybody in the NFC North. I hate to lose to them, but it's especially Green Bay Packers. That's the team that I hate to lose to most. Yeah, I can just see Janice going ahead, dancing and making on that jumbotron. I mean, if you worked with her, you would understand. Aaron Rodgers sucks. I agree. I agree. And hey, one thing, Aaron Rodgers is, I mean, yeah, he's been the MVP. He has won Super Bowl, but he's been like the MVP like 4 times or something like that. But he's also a crybaby. How did he win today? Well, by 2 points. It was, you know, the Buccaneers ended up losing to the Green Bay Packers, and it was because they could not convert on that 2 point conversion. So they fell behind too far, and that is how Aaron Rodgers has lost. But one thing, Aaron Rodgers has not been great in the playoffs, especially if you make, especially in the NFC Championship games. He's been able to make it to the NFC Championship games, but he has not won a lot of NFC Championship games, which is what keeps him out of the Super Bowl. I I was through with football after that today. Oh, you were. Yeah, but you'll be back. You love football too much. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers would have beat one of your real teams, I mean, but are you a Tampa Bay fan too? I mean, you got two goats, as far as for the old goats, but the two older goats that played each other. I mean, I wanted Tampa to win too because I don't like Aaron Rodgers at all because I think he's a loudmouth crybaby, sissy. Steelers, I love making tomatoes. Yeah, my turn. Okay, cool. Lo- You love the Steelers. And you are a football fanatic. So let's just say, all right, as far as being one of the football maniac fans, I need to give it to Janice because she is. Okay, he's a coach. All right. Yeah, I should have known that. But I'll tell you, I don't follow the Steelers that much, which I should. I should follow every team, which I'm planning on getting into doing more. But yeah, Steelers, they're kind of in that rebuilding. They only won one game so far this year, uh, but season's early, so and of course, yeah, season is early, so we'll get to see how they end up. First year without Rothenberger, and of course you have Trubisky, who's the former Bears quarterback. He's a starting quarterback, and you also have that rookie. Okay, what's black and yellow? What's black and yellow? They had to get rid of Big Ben's ass. They're going to come out of the that hole. Yeah, Big Ben is. I mean, he was getting up there. So yeah, but shoot, you guys moved on from Big Ben, and you guys got a rookie that's in the wings waiting. So that's ready to go ahead and maybe next year he will be the starting quarterback. Who knows if Trubisky messes up, he could end up being the starting quarterback this year. You know, for sure. Uh, so, what do you think of Jalen Hurts? Do you think that he's going to be? I mean, he's really doing good as far as in Philadelphia right now. I and is he going to be one of the first scrambling quarterbacks to really make it to the Super Bowl and actually win the Super Bowl? I mean, I know it's early, and you still got a lot of teams there vying for it, but Philadelphia's started out strong. Of course, they got to. Didn't he get injured? Who are we talking about? Are we talking about Hurts? I don't think Hurts got injured. Or are we talking about Trubisky? Oh, okay. Yeah, you haven't watched a Philly game yet. All right. No, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. He's still playing well, and they were really chanting him. I seen the highlights today, and he's he's actually throwing the ball pretty good too. So he's getting a great big following, and Philadelphia, their fans are behind Hurts like crazy. But heck, you still got the New York Giants, who, if the New York Giants beat Dallas tomorrow, I know you don't want that to happen, but if the Giants beat Dallas tomorrow, then it's knotted up 3-3 for the NFC East right now. Of course, they still got to play each other twice, so Giants and Philly play each other twice. Yeah, so this could end up changing, and Philadelphia has been known for in the past where they'll go ahead and start but not carry it out throughout the season. So we'll get to see. And of course, injuries, who knows? Injuries could change a lot of things. And of course, Philadelphia still needs to play Dallas twice, and we all know how the NFC East NFC East can be, for sure. I mean, and they've gotten better. Did you see the Jets players going in on the staff on the sidelines? No, I did not. Wow. Wow. Oh, man. So they kind of rebelled against the staff. Oh, wow. That is something. After the Lions lost, I had to get out of the house. So I only really watched one football game today. I didn't stay glued to the TV. I had to get out of the house. It wasn't that I was real mad. It was just I had cabin fever, so I had to get out. Yeah, it was so action, very intense. Wow, man. I'm gonna need to look up the highlight. Did you see how the Bills offensive coordinator reacted after that loss to the Dolphins? Man, he he threw a fit up in that press box. My God, friend of mine that's a Dolphins fan. He went ahead and sent me a clip. Then I ended up seeing that in the highlights too. I mean, he was just upset like crazy. But of course, losing to a divisional rival, which if you would have won, you would have still been on top of your division. And then losing it, yeah. Then there's been, I mean, I think there's actually 3 games this week that was decided by a team not being able to convert a 2-point conversion at the end of the game. So, I mean, and also I hear that Russell Wilson is not doing good at all in Denver right now. So he's not the second coming of when Peyton Manning went over there, is what I was hearing a little bit of the sportscasters talk about. Because before I came on here, I tried to catch up whatever I could. But yeah, the Denver did end up winning, but they only won by 1 point. It was a 10-11 win. You're not used to seeing. I mean, that doesn't even sound like a football score. A 10-11 win. But hey, it is what it is. A win is a win. But yeah, because all right. Just telling y'all. Excuse me, I'm looking for the game. For some reason I can't find it. But so one of these days, not tonight because it's too late tonight, I will invite you as a guest on my show, and we will be able to actually talk. Were you able to catch the Linus Lair from Detroit Lions on the Prowl today? That was at 8:00 or not? No. Okay, that's fine. And you cannot, Now, were you able to download the Lions Nation Unite app? Because that's what you want to do is you want to download Lions Nation Unite app on your phone. All right. Then you can sign up for that, and there'll be a lot of your content creators will be on there from YouTube. And like I say, there are sometimes I haven't seen much this year. All right. But there's sometimes Herman Moore will set it up where you can get free tickets to certain games. He will give out tickets to the content creators to use for certain things. Detroit Lions on the Prowl is one of the content creators over there. I know last year we were able to give away some tickets back then, and YouTubers, people who are verified on Lions Nation Unite is going to be anybody from Detroit Lions on the Prowl, Micro Mike, YouTube, Dosa Dion, YouTube, Roar from the UK. They're on there. You can find them either on Twitch or YouTube. There are others like Everything King. He's on there. I mean, just a lot. There's a lot of content creators. Then you also have others that are not verified, which are like Smoking Jeremy B. Right now, because I didn't have my own content, I'm not verified yet over there. I would have been if I would have had Maniac Sports going back then. I would have been a verified user when we first started it, but I'm not verified yet. But I need to talk to Chris and see about getting me verified on there. Because I would just be, after a while, I was just behind the scenes as far as for Detroit Lions on the Prowl. But like I say, 11 o'clock on Fridays, Free for All Friday. Live every week on that. And by the way, brace yourself. I'm going to give you a Lions roar. All right. So this is going to be loud. Okay. All right. For the Lions. But any other questions you have for me tonight? I've been on here pretty much. I've been on here a little over the hour. Sometimes things happen weird if you're on here longer than an hour. Are there any other questions tonight? And I'll try to set you up with some links for my channel and also for Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Detroit Lions on the Prowl also has a Facebook group like mine. So you could also join that. I mean, there's a lot of content on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. So what day? Oh, wow, okay. It's actually right after the bye. I done that in work a couple of times, and it woke the patty inspectors up. Yeah, that I got a couple looks. Yeah. Okay. Well, my final thought is never take for granted what we have today, because and also be considerate of others. Even though you may have everything right now, life can change so quickly, so preciously, due to cancer or whatever that may come your way. Never be afraid to lend a helping hand to people, because hey, everybody has their good times, everybody has their bad times. But always be ready to consider the person beside you might not have the best day and might be going through some things. So maybe they might be a little grumpy that day, or something might be bothering. Just remember, always be your friends. Friends, you got to take, if you're a true friend, you got to take the good with the bad. We're all human. And yes, I love having fun. All right. But, there are serious things that go on in this life. So make sure that you're courteous to other people. Make sure that you're the best version. And when somebody needs a friend, don't be afraid to lend a helping hand, because believe me, it can be appreciated even more than what you think, and it can help out. In saying that, as we know, I lost my best friend last year unexpectedly, and sorry to get emotional, but his memory goes on, and he's in a better place now. So sometimes I may have not have always listened, but I was there as much as I could for him. So just remember, don't take life for granted. Be kind and live life to the fullest. This is Maniac Tim. I'm going to say good night. Have a great day. And go Lions. Nice talking to you.